Alrighty guys, so a lot of you guys are wondering from the YouTube shorts that I've been posting is why is the vehicle all primed on certain areas? Well, it's a long story. So I basically hired someone to help me with certain parts of the vehicle, such as priming it down, sanding it, and doing the body work. And well, that was kind of a mistake. The person ended up priming over some surface rust spots, which that's a big no-no. You're supposed to sand that down to pure metal. The person ended up sanding over, not even sanding over, priming over like a lot of imperfections, and kept telling me to trust him. He knows what he's doing and this and that. And I couldn't take it anymore. I was just like, this is not the kind of quality of work that I want to put in on this vehicle. So I just paid him and basically just told him, you know, to leave. So it sucks that you try, when you pay people to do a certain job for you, they don't do it the way that it's supposed to do, the proper way. And they want to take shortcuts just to make the money, just to leave. I just paid the person, found out the type of guy that he really is, and decided from now on, this moment on, I'm no longer paying anyone to help me with anything on it. I am doing every single thing on this 100% myself, and I should have stuck with that plan from the beginning. You're human, I'm human, we live, we learn. So let me show you everything that has happened with this, and then I'm going to tell you the plan afterwards. So I'm not sure if you can see it here, but the primer is chipping off. That's because he didn't sand the spots correctly. Primer up here is chipping off. And again, that's because it wasn't sanded properly. Areas like here wasn't fixed properly, right? If you go further up into spots like here, where you can clearly see that it's just primed over. There's a little surface rust on the corner that was primed over. It wasn't good. Even here, a little surface rust right there that was primed over. And yeah, it just wasn't looking good. And I know a lot of you guys are wondering, like, are you being a little too picky? The answer is no. This car actually has some meaning to me, and I'm trying to make this car last my entire lifetime. The meaning behind this car is, and I don't know if I ever told you guys this, my grandmother has dementia, and every car that I have ever built on the channel, she always took a drive in that vehicle with me. Always on the passenger side. I took her out for a spin, and she enjoyed it. Now she is bedridden. She cannot get into these vehicles anymore, and this is the last vehicle that I am building in her name, in her honor, with everything that she loves. So, you know, her favorite color, which I'm going to leave that a secret for now, but we're going to paint the car into her favorite color, and it's just something that's going to give me the memory of her always being in the passenger seat with me when we used to drive around. And you know, it's my grandma. She means a lot to me. So paying someone else to help me with this, they didn't see that vision. They didn't feel what I felt for my grandmother, and they just basically did it for the money, and that's a no-no to me. So again, I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna do this all myself. I'm gonna give it 100% of me in it. Bodywork's not my forte. It's something that I don't really do professionally wise. I know how to do some of it, hung around Peter, learned some things here and there, and I'm a smart guy. I do my research and I figure it out, and I learn, you know, day to day. So we're gonna basically work on the body stuff of this. You're gonna follow me learning on it. When I had the 300ZX, that also gave me some insight on how to do some body work, which I think I did pretty well. I didn't finish it, of course. I sold it because I just wasn't feeling the car. But this one, I'm gonna put my love into it. So without further ado, let's get started. Now we're gonna use some airplane stripper, well, paint remover. We're gonna remove all the paint on this and start back from an actual metal base. Obviously I'm gonna wear gloves and I'm gonna wear masks. For those of you who've been following my channel for a long time, know that I'm really not a mask and glove person, but new year, new me, I'm trying. I'm gonna start taking care of my body in the way that I'm supposed to. So I'm gonna start to mask up, glove up, and baby steps. We'll work on all the PPEs that I'm really supposed to be taking. But yeah, let's get started. So what we're gonna be doing is putting some stripper in this cup here, using a brush to apply it, and leaving it alone, working on one panel at a time. You don't wanna overdo everything, so we're gonna work on one panel at a time, clean it up properly, and then spray some epoxy primer onto the bare metal surface, and I'll explain why we're using the epoxy primer shortly. Let's get started with that one. Holy crap, that definitely, like, you can feel that in everything. It has such a weird smell, and you can feel it in your eyes and your nose and everything. So I'm gonna wear some goggles. Alrighty, holy crap. That is the weirdest smell I've ever smelled in my entire history of smells. You need goggles. Definitely get overall covering. Definitely get a better mask than this, a respirator, which I'm gonna change into, because that smell is so high and distinct, and it is like, you can just feel it eating away at you. It's so bad. I don't know how people do this for a living. Thank God it's only a short amount of time I have to do this for, but thank God I even wore a mask, because this reduced the smell. I'm sure if I use the smell, if I smelt the smell at 100%, I'd probably be knocked out. It's crazy. So take precaution when you're doing this, and yeah, just protect yourself. That's all I gotta say. Look how crazy this is. It is literally lifting up before your eyes. But that's insane. Look at that. These spots weren't even here before. So it's lifting up. It's reacting how it's supposed to. It's looking good. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Whew. Let's leave it alone for some time. So we are ready to remove this plastic film. I put the plastic film here so it can hold in the moisture of the stripper, and we're gonna pull this off and see what happens. Oh man, that looks so good. Look at that. Oh, I should have done this in the beginning. I should have done this first before just leaving it on there, because this looks way better. It looks so much better. Let's take the scraper and see what happens. Yeah, look at that. Oh my God, that looks so much better. That looks so much better. Now, I'm not crazy about all of this not coming off right now, because honestly, we can get this with the DA. So the DA 180 grit will take all this off and prep the metal for what's to come next. Man, this is awesome. I love this. Alrighty guys, so here we are. We basically epoxied this half of the vehicle, and there's a reason why I left this half like exposed here, because we have some body work that has to be done here. So I'm gonna try to talk to the body guys and see what they can advise me best on what to do. Once they tell me what they think I should do, whether cut it out and make a new patch or just try to get it more straighter than that and Bondo it, we'll see what they say. But for now, I think we're gonna end the episode here because that's all the time that we have left for today. So I guess we'll call this episode 3 part 1, and then there'll be an episode 3 part 2, if that makes any sense at all. Or should I just name it episode 3 and then episode 4? Let me know in the comment section below. But as of right now, this will be episode 3 part 1 of the bodywork. Peace.